This is mental wellness in the modern world. Our mission is to connect biblical and psychological principles to better understand ourselves and the world around us. In a time when chaos is loud and pressure feels constant, peace isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Mental wellness isn't just about surviving, it's about finding clarity, strength, and meaning in the everyday. This is where honest conversations happen, where healing meets truth, and where you're reminded that you're not alone. Hi, I'm Eleni Lobene, and this is Mental Wellness in the Modern World with Venison Kingdom Network. Our mission is to connect biblical and psychological principles to better understand ourselves and the world around us. Now, if you're out there celebrating Easter this week, I'd like to wish you a happy Easter. As far as I know, Jesus is the only character in a major world religion to raise from the dead, and certainly with the end goal of saving all of us from our sins. Now, according to the Bible, he rose after 3 days in a sealed tomb to complete his mission of saving the world, right? Now, it's been 2,000 years, over 2,000 years since this event happened, and there are nearly 3 billion of us on this planet who follow Jesus, and yet none of us were there that day to see what happened. We are all believing the story based on faith. And today, I want to talk a little bit about faith. I think God's asking a lot to ask us to believe that 2,000 years ago, God came to earth and he lived a perfect life and he then died voluntarily in order to save all of the world for all of time from its wrongdoing. That's a lot. And then to say that he rose again from the dead 3 days later, there's no video evidence of this, right? There's no way to prove that this happened technically. But I think that's by design. I think God wanted us to be able to be in this position of needing to have faith. I think it's a privilege to have to take a leap of faith and let go of the control that requires in order to have this deep connection with God. Now, the Bible says a lot about faith. Faith is obviously a central tenet to Christianity and to all major world religions, as far as I know. And I think it's important to recognize, as from a psychological perspective, what the benefits of faith are, because it's actually tremendously good for us. So God was kind of doing something nice. So once we're able to take that leap of faith, we can benefit from all of these amazing perks, if you will, of having faith and having deep-seated faith. And this is based on research that has been done in universities across the world and in America. We know that, actually I have a list in front of me because there's so many, I didn't want to leave any out. We know that there are studies indicating that there are many associations between high faith level or like experiencing a deep level of faith and having lower stress, lower rates of depression, and lower rates of anxiety. We also know that there's actually increased physical health benefits to associated with having faith, and that includes a reduced risk of certain diseases and also a faster recovery from illness. We also know that faith inherently gives us a deeper sense of meaning and purpose. And that can really help us when we're struggling or going through challenging times. We know that the way that religious communities are formed are actually almost like a non-clinical form of mental health support, right? It gives us friendship and community, and we're able to get resources when we need it, talk to people who have professional skills, often in counseling, for example. And those are really useful forms of social support that can help our mental health and are associated, of course, with having a faith community. We know that hope and optimism is associated with having faith, and that can help us when we're facing adversity. We also know that faith usually comes from religious systems that often provide moral guidance, and having a strong moral compass can help us make better choices, which then helps us lead better lives as well. We know that faith can lead to courage and strength, and help people live when they are able to live according to their beliefs. So, those are just a few examples of the ways that faith, which is this belief in something we cannot see, can help us navigate life and have a stronger psychological profile and less stress and better community support and all these different things. So, what we can understand is that faith helps us psychologically. And I encourage you to consider how you can explore your faith further to better help yourself in your everyday life. How can you deepen your faith to relieve stress further, to let go of things that you can let go of, and focus on what you are able to control while letting go of the things that you cannot? I'm Melanie Lubene, and I hope you'll continue to tune in on Thursdays and Sundays at 4 p.m. Pacific time and 7 p.m. Eastern time on our YouTube channel.